You guys showed my 6'3" Mario build so much love, I had to make the 6'4" version that we're going to call Luigi, and this build goes crazy. Now, the taller brother gets the same glitchy cat breakers, a drive dunk, perimeter, steal, agility, and vertical, but since he's taller, he actually gets 99 steal capabilities. So let's start with the defense. Your steal goes from an 88 all the way up to 99 with 5 cat breakers. I know a lot of people look at my builds and like, oh, the cat breakers this, the cat breakers that. You do not need 99 steal on day 1 on a point guard. This is for like season 7, 8, whatever the case may be. You're playing the game later on. You can't get the 99 steal. If you want to just spend 1 to get gold interceptor, that's great. You want to spend 2 to get gold glove, that's great. You want to spend 4 to get Hall of Fame interceptor, that's great. Same thing for the perimeter defense. 82 perimeter is silver challenger, you can stay there. If you want to just spend 1 to get silver seatbelt and silver pick dodger, you can. If you want to spend 3 later on in the year to get gold seatbelt, gold pick dodger, you can. But you do not need to go up to 91, similar how you don't need to go up to 99 still. I will talk about wants and needs in a future video, but we got to use our thinking cap here and understand what you need and don't need on a build. Same thing with the driver duck over here. You start with 87 driver dunk. That's good enough for silver posterizer. That's exactly why you have the 75 vertical down here. Spending 1 cat breaker on your vertical will get you up to 78. Spending 1 on your driver dunk will get you up to 90. That's good enough for pro contact dunks off a 1-foot animation, so you get an extra badge. And then you can spend an additional cat breaker to go to 93 driver dunk. You can spend an additional cat breaker to get 81 vertical. That's good enough for gold posterizer and the small contact dunks off of 1-foot animations. Those are super elite. You also get gold pogo stick in the process. So yes, that is 4 cat breakers. But do you need to spend 4 cat breakers on day 1? No, you already have the contact dunks. So you do not need to get the dunk higher. You do not need to get the vertical higher. That is called a want, not a need. Are you understanding? We go down here to the 3 ball, the mid-range, and all this shebang. The 3 ball starts you off at 89 for silver limitless and gold set fire. That's a great rating to target. You can go all the way up to 94 3 ball. That give you gold limitless, gold mini marksman, gold deadeye, and gold arc cadence. You also get the zip code takeover, which is the equivalent for deep bomber from last year. Ideally, you'll spend 5 cat breakers on your 3 ball. Do you need to spend 5 cat breakers on your 3 ball on day 1 for this build to be viable? No, in my opinion, but 5 cat breakers later on throughout the year will definitely make this build become better and better. You go 99 free throw here because this is a pro-am build. If you guys want to not go pro-am on the build, it's very simple. Just lower the free throw, then put your pass accuracy up, or put your speed with ball up, or put your ball handle up. You guys can modify the build however with the free throw. But let's look at the playmaking with some of the best things about the build. You start at 90 ball handle. That's good enough for a really good animations. Ideally, you go up to 92 ball handle. Why do you not start at 92? Because that is super expensive to do, and that will ruin the build. Because you got to allocate so much attribute points to it. It's not really worth the investment in the builder. Cat breakers are a more efficient way of getting this 92 ball handle. So you specialize in playmaking, you can allocate your build specialization cat breakers on your ball handle, or you can save that later and get your speed with ball up to a 91. Going up to 91 speed with ball will give you Hall of Fame lightning launch. You do not need Hall of Fame lightning launch. Why not? Because you get gold pace, you get gold lightning launch, and you get the John Morant dribble style way before you need this 91 lightning launch. So you're going to be good to go with just 89. That's a want, not a need when it comes to Hall of Fame lightning launch. The same thing applies for pass accuracy. I like the Tyrese Halliburton pass style. You need 91 to get that animation. But I do not need 91 pass accuracy off day 1. I can get that later on in the year. I'm cool with having 86. I can run the Cade Cunningham pass style. I still get gold dimer. I still get bronze bailout, the worst badge in the game. Well, actually, no, I haven't seen it this year. I won't lie to you. So maybe they finally fixed it, but it was awful last year. But without further ado, that's the difference between wants and needs. We go over here to the speed and the agility. 87 speed is great. That's what you need for gold flash. 85 agility gives you gold workhorse. And it's also tied into the perimeter defensive badges. Because remember, your perimeter does go up to 91, so you do want to get your agility a little bit higher so you can become a lockdown defender. But cat breakers later on gives you some really nice +2, so you can go up to 89 agility. You do not need 89 agility off rip. I'm just telling you guys what you guys can do with your cat breakers later on. I hope that explains it to a lot of you guys. I know some of you guys are new, some of you guys are veterans, so you guys know how I do about the cat breakers. But without further ado, let's head back to the builder and show you guys how to modify this build and make it your own. So here's the build. The height, of course, is 6'4". The weight is 178. You do not want to go above 178. If you do that, you will miss out on that 91 speed with ball. So you want to make sure you go 178. It's the highest possible weight if you want the Hall of Fame Lightning launch later on in the year. And then your wingspan. I went 6'7", so I could get 91 perimeter. If you want to go down to 6'6", you can. That will allow you to get 95 three ball. 95 three ball is exactly what you need for the gold quick trigger. So you like to no dip your threes as a point guard. You can't go that route. Me personally, my team doesn't really pass me the ball that much. You know how it is as a point guard sometimes. You pass them the ball, and now they think it's their time to shine and stuff. Like, bro, just give me the ball back. What you doing? But I normally don't get that many catch and shoot opportunities, so I don't think quick trigger is a great investment for a PG. Now, I will show you guys how to make this version at the smaller wingspan, though. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so to modify this build and the cap breakers is actually very, very simple. You see this steal right here, right? The steal went from an 88 to a 99. Since we no longer get 99 steal capabilities, we do not need the steal to actually be this high. We can lower this down to like an 85, and 85 will get you up to a 97. 97 is exactly what you need for a Hall of Fame interceptor, so that's a great thing to have when you're playing lanes off ball. Now, for the perimeter defense, it went from an 82 to a 91 with 4 cap breakers. We wanted 91 so we could get gold clamps, aka gold on-ball minutes, aka gold seatbelt. I promise you it's the same badge every year, they just changed the name. Now, the perimeter defense goes up to a 90 now because we lowered the wingspan. We don't want to really invest in gold pick dodger. I'm not even sure that badge is going to work. Those legend brick wall screens are going to hit you regardless. It don't matter you got gold pick dodger, Hall of Fame legend, you're going to go through it. So I recommend we lower the perimeter defense down to a 79 or an 80. If you go 80, you will get 2 plus 3s until you hit 86. That's how you'll get your silver ankle braces. If you do not care for ankle braces, you can actually lower your perimeter down to a 79. You'll still get 2 plus 3s, and that will get you up to an 85 for silver seatbelt. So it's your guys' call on what badge you guys want to target between ankle braces and seatbelt, but you only need 2 cap breakers instead of 4 this time. Now, the interior defense, we did raise to a 55. I tried to read as many comments as I can, and somebody made a good point. Interior defense is kind of cheap to get up. If you can get it up, it could be worth it because people will try to test your gangster since you're a small guard, especially in like a 3v3 environment. They might call more backdoor cuts or whatever the case may be. So getting your interior defense up is a good thing to do. If you guys want to go that route, you definitely can. But that could hurt you when it comes to getting these cap breakers on your dunk, your steal, and your perimeter. So if you do struggle with getting the cap breakers, how can you make sure you keep them? You want to raise your playmaking, right? You could go up to 88. You could raise your speed. You could go up to 88. Or you could lower things. You could lower your agility, right? And then you guys spend cap breakers to get this back up. That will help. You could lower your perimeter defense a little bit more or your steal a little bit more and then spend cap breakers to get those back up as well. Although me personally, I do not like to lower the steal or whatever rating I have that is at its maximum capability. So in this case, people might lower the steal, right? And then let's say they go from like a 71 steal up to a 90, right? That's a really good cap breaker glitch. You get gold interceptor. Well, you can actually figure out how to keep this at 85 steal. This is better. And the reason why is your steal doesn't max out at a 90, it will max out at a 97. So that is much better than if you somehow lower the steal in whatever case may be. So what you really should do is lower the perimeter defense, and you could lower this to like 70, whatever case may be, and then this could cap break up to an 86, if that makes sense. So that's how I would do it personally to make sure I get the cap breakers, but it's your guys' build, your guys' call. I'm just trying to teach you guys how to manipulate the cap breakers. Now we're going to go over here to the 3-ball. Remember, why didn't you lower the wingspan? Because we wanted to get 95 3-ball. So we want that gold quick trigger. So instead of going up to 91, 92 3-ball, anything like that, you really want your 3-ball to be 5 lower than your desired rating. And then you can allocate cap breakers on your 3-ball. The reason why is it is expensive to get the 3-ball up. And especially when it's tied to the mid-range, it becomes double expensive because you're not just upgrading one thing, you're upgrading both of them. So it's a 2-for-1 special. So it's best to just spend the cap breakers to get this up. Now, you want to get the mid-range up. You want to be like a true 3-level scorer. That is a different build from this one. This is more of a 3-and-dunk type of build, similar to how James Harden used to play, where they didn't shoot the middies or anything like that because it's a lost art. If you want that true 3-level scoring, you know your boy got you. Make sure you guys sub and follow. That 3-level scoring small guard build will be coming out very, very soon. You will not want to miss that. And you will not want to miss our next video, because this is base form Luigi, and I show you guys base form Mario. Tomorrow I will show you guys the Super Smash Brothers. It is going to be Super Mario and Super Luigi. It is the Playmaking cat breakers. If you guys know about my Kratos build, those are the best cat breakers for a PG on the game. You guys are going to look at the builds and be like, holy cow. The only problem with the Super Mario and Super Luigi build, you do need 10 or so cat breakers before they become dominant and optimized. So once you get 10, 15 cat breakers, make sure you guys come back to that video and watch it. It will be the best 6-3 build and the best 6-4 build on the game. Now, before I forget, there's one more thing you guys can do to get these dunk, perimeter, and steel cat breakers. It is raise the O board. I forgot to mention this. This is why the O board number is kind of odd. You guys are like, why 41 O board? And then you guys might start playing around with the builder and then lost the cat breakers. Raising the O board can definitely help you maintain the dunk, perimeter, and steel cat breakers. If you find any of this confusing, do not worry. I will better explain it in Cat Breakers Part 4. And then after Cat Breakers Part 4, I will do a guide over each and every cat breaker combination on the game and how to fully manipulate cat breakers for each combination at every height. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.